Hello and welcome to the Carry On Gaming Podcast. Each week, different people come together in a modern world to talk about what we're playing, what we're excited to play, and most importantly, we try to keep calm and carry on gaming. My name is Grady. You can find me on Twitter at @AFriendlyPest, and I am joined by...
I'm Stephan, and you can find me on Twitter on Hellblazer_Sith.
Hello, I'm Dan, and you can find me at Twitter on danthemanpambam.com, or what? Wait, what? Sorry.
Can't even tell he's gone.
No.
That's the worst part about being
shut up,
absent on
Dan.
the show is everybody's just going to talk so much smack. I didn't really feel like being here,
Shut
but
up.
I wasn't willing to listen to the smack, so...
Dan.
Damn it, Dan.
Hi, this is Chris, and you can find me at Twitter at IamUniverse25.
Got it right first try.
Time. You got it right.
First try.
Damn right. I ain't even been practicing. I'm just that good.
It's only been 4 weeks?
I don't remember.
I think
Time
about
is a
3.
mystery to me.
Yeah, about 3, I think.
Let's start with what we're playing. Dan, you like... Oh, I depressed myself. Steph, you like talking.
No, that's Dan's honour. Where's Dan? So Dan has left us to explore the Irish countryside. Unforgivable.
He's on a quest for Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Right, so what have I been playing? I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online. I'm level 13.9 now. I switched over from Ebonheart to the Covenant because Dan and Grady aren't playing with me. So I am following my Breton's true love of the Covenant. So, yeah, that's interesting so far. The stories are far better so far than the Ebonheart one. So, yeah, that's all I've actually been playing, and I stayed up till 5 a.m. playing it this morning. This morning being Sunday, the 29th. Yeah.
2023.
Yeah, 2023. So, yeah, it's a bit weird being in an area where I'm not surrounded by level thousands because I'm actually following the storyline. But I've noticed something like quests don't always lead on to another quest, so then I'm having to Google what the next quest is and where it is, which is slightly annoying because I've ended up in a place I've never been before, and now I have to walk around there trying to find actual story quests instead of doing side quests. But it's still fun. And I tried playing it on the Xbox Cloud beta on my Razer Kishi. It worked all right to start with, and then it depends what area you're in, and that's when you start getting a bit of lag and jumping around and stuff. But I don't know if it's my internet or it's to do with the Xbox Cloud because it did it on my Wi-Fi and on 5G. So, yeah.
Wait, there's no quest marker?
There's quest markers when you find the quest.
But it's not marked on your map where to go.
No.
In a Bethesda game? What?
Yeah. I know, shocking.
You actually have to find your own way? Oh my god.
It hurts. It hurts finding
What
my
do they
own
think
way.
it is, Morrowind?
I actually tried playing Morrowind on my PC, and I installed so many mods just to play Morrowind. But that's on Game Pass now, if you want to play it.
Oh yeah, it is. I played all the way through it back in when it was new.
1955.
Yep. I just gotten home from work at the steel mill.
Bad
No.
video
Steam train
games are
home.
video games.
Well, I need to try Morrowind out. I just haven't, because I was playing Oblivion, Skyrim, and now Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, Morrowind is it's a different thing altogether. Like, you can literally swing right through a person without hitting because it's 100% dice roll based.
Yeah, but I noticed you can't run, and that was really annoying.
Oh, you can, just not very fast.
No,
and
it was
you
just
lose your
slow as
stamina.
anything. I was like, ugh. But I'll give it another go, find what other mods. But it's also, I think it didn't age well graphics-wise.
No.
So it's like going from that. I mean, Elder Scrolls games haven't got the best graphics, but it's like going from that into playing Skyrim, then going into Morrowind. It's like I would have appreciated it more playing when it was released rather than now.
I think it was an original Xbox title, so that's pretty old.
It was, yeah.
But I think they did a graphics mod for it, but that didn't do it too many favours.
Well,
Right.
you could just wait until they finish that Skywind total conversion of Skyrim to Morrowind. It's
I'll
only been
play
going
that.
on for like 8 years now or something.
Was that a mod?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever going to be. It might be finished now. I haven't even checked. I don't know. But
Said the same thing about Half-Life 3, and they were wait.
So that'd be the new April Fool's thing. It's like, it won't be Half-Life 3, it'll be Skywind.
confirmed Skywind and
Do you know, the one thing I've
Half-Life
been
3
looking for
bundle.
was a mod just to fly around the map. Like, that would have been so
just
fun to
learned the
put
fly
into
spell.
Skyrim.
Oh, they don't have a
Well,
they don't have a fly spell mod for Skyrim.
No. Well, no, I can find on the PC, because I was trying to... Because you can get a dragon, you can ride a dragon with one of the dragon
Right.
shouts to Skyrim, and I was like, imagine having that permanently, it would be so much easier going from point A to point B. But there is Dragon Age Inquisition, which is a big map, and there's a fly spell on there. And there's a one which causes 0 flow damage, so you can fly across the map in Dragon Age Inquisition. Totally worth it.
Surely there's a no clip. You know what I mean? Somewhere. Somebody has to have made that for the PC build.
I can't imagine. Yeah, that's really weird that doesn't exist.
I couldn't find it, and I was using Nexus mods, and the mods available within, Skyrim. No, I think there is. I think you're right. There is some mods which need to be used on the loader. Because I've seen that with Mass Effect. I just don't. I just skip those mods. I can't bother downloading additional software. But anyway, enough of that. That's all I've been playing is this Elder Scrolls. Chris, what have you been playing?
I've still been messing around in virtual reality, getting some ideas for some stuff. I downloaded Color Space and Tilt Brush yesterday for my daughter. She won't be home until today, but
So you were playing
which
it.
is fine. So of course I was messing around with it. The Color Space is extremely relaxing, just a fully immersive 360 coloring book.
Can you
It's really nice
hoist
music.
the colors?
Oh, that was
Yeah, I
terrible.
can. I did actually, because there are flags in one of the scenes that you can color. So, I mean, it was already hoisted, but it still counts, right?
It counts. It absolutely counts.
And the tilt brush thing, that, like, I have the artistic talent of a squash, but I can make some, interesting looking stuff. It's an extremely powerful, like, 360 sketchbook. And, I was just playing with the brushes, and they were beautiful, but when I went and looked through the creations of other people, like, in the right hands, this thing can do some really cool stuff.
I think there's a spray paint game out on the Quest. I can't remember what it's called, but seeing some YouTube videos of that looked quite cool, like what artistic stuff you can do.
So can you, like, load people's creations and then, like, enter those worlds yourself and check them out, or?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know. It'd be cool if you could go in there and, like, or download it and then play around with it yourself, make little edits if you wanted to, just to, try something else. But yeah, I mean, it's just, you can't do much once you're in there. It's just a static environment. But-
Right.
And usually it's just, most people are doing sculptures. And you can
Interesting.
stretch them out and actually make them big enough that you're standing inside them, or shrink them down so it looks like they're sitting on a pedestal in front of you. And it's full 3D. Like, I do not have any artistic talent. I can make designs, but
Did
Do
you
you,
get
do you
motion
find
sick?
that? Do you find that the resolution of the Quest 2 kind of holds back when you're looking at art like that? Like, I know it's high resolution, but because it's right on your face, you can kind of see the pixels a little bit. Do you feel like it holds it back some?
well, to answer Steph, there's no motion sickness because you're not really in a moving environment. You're just kind of
Stand
static, and you can walk around your sculpture as you're working on it, or you can just spin the screen. Grady, on that one, I think it's designed with that in mind, because even close up, like, I mean, nothing's going to look photorealistic just because of the styles of brushes that you're using. And it's 3D, so actually making your strokes connect for real is, I imagine, pretty difficult. Sucked for me, but like I said, I don't have any talent. But if you look close up at the sculpture, like, yeah, you can see the different pieces that they used to put it together. But from, I mean, not a very far distance, it looks pretty good. Oh, the Sniper Elite virtual reality is...
How was that?
I mean, it's alright, I guess. I saw people raving about it, and I don't really understand the excitement, but it's still fun. The sniping works pretty well in it, which I guess should be a given, right?
I don't know. While I was more excited about shooters and in VR than most other types of games, I would say like Super Hot and Pistol Whip have been pretty much the only ones I've actually really enjoyed. Anything that requires two hands is cumbersome, and then I know you can get peripherals to strap your controllers to, but I don't have any of those, so I'm not sure what that experience would be like. That might make up for it, but then you got to find a two-handed weapon when you start the matches too,
Like, I'm not a fan of using a two-handed anything in VR, really. It works all right with Sniper, because, I mean, you're not doing a whole lot with the gun. You're just pointing and shooting. But in a game like Gorn, trying to use a two-handed weapon, I'd rather just use a freaking toothpick. Because at least in Gorn, the weapons are really rubbery, so it's more like using a bladed whip.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for me. It's been nice being here. Later, guys.
Grady, what have you been playing?
Well, I tried this Hades thing that everybody's so high on, and it's okay. It seems like there's some cool like story stuff that goes on that it's a roguelike, so you're expected to die a lot, and it seems like when you go back to the starting point and the base with Hades and all that, there's like some character development story stuff that's pretty cool. There's some lore in there, and then there's some progression with the stuff you collect while you're playing that you can unlock some abilities and improve yourself. That said, I don't really see what the fuss is about. I know people said it's Game of the Year, and people are really high on it, very excited. It's like part of me doesn't like the notion of a roguelike. The game's not really that long, but it's so hard that you're going to spend a lot of time to get through it, and you just have to play it over and over again to master it. And I don't know, something about that kind of just conflicts with the way I want to play a game. I want to just play the game and enjoy the experience and not necessarily work that hard to get out of the game what they put into it. So I've decided not necessarily for me. I probably went in 10 deaths or so, made it to Elysium and died at the hands of the Minotaur. And I think that's enough for me. I think I'm going to move on from that. And people that enjoy it, cool, I ain't mad at you. Not my thing. And then Psychonauts 2, which is exactly my kind of game, because I once in a while get in the mood for a 3D platformer, and this is probably the best one I've ever played. It seems every environment or zone or piece of dialogue I come into is new and different and creative in a way I didn't expect, and consistently funny and surprising, and I think that's pretty rare in a game, something that'll make me kind of laugh out loud, which I don't usually do, and it has done many times so far. I'm really enjoying it a lot.
Well, it was when we were on party chat yesterday, and you repeated some of the stuff they said within the game. That was just hilarious.
Oh, it's gold.
With like your grandmother and the water.
Yeah, I don't want to give anything away, anything specific. And I found the game started a little slow, because the first environment's very cool, but because it's teaching you how to play, you get interrupted a lot when you would rather play a little more. And I feel like the level flow improved past that point, and it seems like the longer I play it, the more I enjoy the environments, the more I enjoy the dialogue, and I would say so far it's my favorite game this year, hands down. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was in like my top 3 games ever whenever I'm done with it, and we'll see. But I am really enjoying myself a lot. It's so creative, and the production value seems so high on it. Everything's so seamless and smooth. It's just so much better than I expected. I think it's easily Double Fine's best work.
How much knowledge of the previous game is needed?
Well, I wouldn't know because I didn't play the first one. When Psychonauts 2 was coming out, I went to play through the first one, and I still had my old TV before I got the C1. And my old TV never really got bright enough for most games. Like in Sea of Thieves, I had to have my lantern out constantly in the dark with brightness cranked. I just couldn't see. And I found in Psychonauts 1, I could not see well enough to play the game. So I didn't get very far in it on my trial because, I mean, it was like running around in the dark and falling in holes. It was not fun for me. And it might be playable with the new TV, which I expect it is. And maybe after I finish Psychonauts 2, I'll go back to the first one. But I feel like it's doing a good job explaining stuff I should know without being overly teachy as well. Like, there might be some stuff that I would catch if I didn't, or if I had played the first one, but I don't feel like I'm missing out. I don't feel like there's big holes.
Well, good. I tried to play through the first one, and the way it controlled was so horrible. I never even made it past the first level. I just this isn't fun. I don't like this. It feels like I'm driving a wet sponge.
Yeah. My experience with the first one wasn't great either, but I couldn't see either. Maybe it'd be different. I don't know, but this one plays very well. And I'm playing it on a Series X, and I don't know what all platforms it's on. I know it's on the 8th generation consoles as well. And then I would assume the experience would be good on those. But I'm surprised at how pretty it is, because I didn't expect that. I thought, not just because of the art style, but Double Fine being smaller, despite their improved budget now, I really didn't expect to enjoy the visuals as much as I am. It really is a very good-looking game consistently, and everything is a creative artwork. And there's so much dialogue in it, in the different environments, because you go inside people's minds and what you can explore and see. It's just awesome. I really like it a lot. If you're not playing it, you're doing video games wrong, because I think it's available everywhere and it should definitely be checked out. Let's see, what else? I haven't played as much in the last week because I've been working a lot, and then also part of my free time has been ate up with the music I've been trying to dedicate time to and make progress on. If you missed, I put out my first kind of original solo song, and that's available on Amazon if you want to check it out, A Friendly Pest. And I'm working on some other stuff, so that's ate up some of my time. But
and
yeah,
Apple
that's
Music.
been Apple Music and Spotify and supposedly 150 other sites. But you know, check it out. I'd
Everywhere
appreciate it.
music is sold.
Everywhere music is sold. So I'm just getting started, and it's fun, and it's whether I achieve any real success in it or not, I think it's a satisfying and healthy hobby that I'm enjoying, and hopefully as my skills improve, I'll be able to help with our own production projects here too, because we've slowed down a little bit on that with the distractions.
Yeah, Grady and me both working on albums. I'm down.
More like
I forgot.
VR headset.
You're more like you in VR, yeah.
I worked on music yesterday as well.
Just not our
and-
song.
No, not our song. No,
Damn
that
it,
song
man.
that's getting on my nerves. But yeah, and I still gotta get on the Dream remix of your stuff as well.
Right. Anyway, so it's been a mixed week. Man, work's been rough. So anyway, happy Sunday. That's about it for me on that one. So Gamescom was this last week, and it went over several days. Lots of different news from that. It's a shame Dan's not here because I think he was the most excited. Steph, anything really stand out to you from Gamescom?
I like Saints Row. I was slightly surprised that was announced. I wasn't expecting it, so I pre-ordered that. They won 2 awards from, was it Best Trailer and something else? I can't remember what. But
See, I thought it was a reboot, but then I didn't recognize any of the characters.
It is
And
a reboot.
I'm not the biggest Saints Row person, but are those characters from the other games?
no, it's a complete new game.
Doesn't sound like a reboot.
That is a reboot.
Is that a reboot?
It's a reboot. It's still the Saints Row universe, but they're based somewhere else. Can't fully remember where. I can't even pronounce the place name. But yeah, it is a complete reboot. It looks like they're going back to probably the roots of Saints Row 2 and 3, rather than the chaos what was 4.
Just saying, when they rebooted Star Trek, it was the same characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that really
But
sucked.
I think the
It
way
did.
where Saints Row 4 ended Saints Row 4 ended when they blew up the world. It's like you can't.
Spoilers.
Really...
Spoilers.
It's been out for years.
Yeah, but people are gonna play it now
Wait,
to get
what?
prepared for this reboot.
Oh
Well,
God.
the world got blown up, and they went on Starship, and you can't really make a Saints Row 5 based on that. So
Yes, you could. Aliens,
Yeah,
man.
That
You'd
was
think you
Saints Row
couldn't
4.
after every Mass Effect, but they still managed to make another one.
Yeah, but I was based in a different universe. I was based in Andromeda.
Technically a different universe because you went there, not like a reboot, though.
Same universe, just different system.
Yeah. Galaxy.
I liked also seeing more of Dying Light 2. I've got that pre-ordered as well.
I didn't watch that. How'd it look?
It looked good.
First one was fun.
Oh, I love the first one, and the second one looks even better. So I know it's been years in development, so I'm actually looking forward to that when that comes out. I can't remember when. Then there was the xCloud being shown, and I think they mentioned it was going to come to both Xbox One, Series X and S, but I'm just a bit... why? Oh, I guess if you're streaming games, I can see why they put an xCloud on the Xbox, so you don't have to download Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I had to end up removing from my Xbox because it just took up too much space.
I moved it to my external for now.
I've used up my external. So, bye-bye.
No, that was pretty cool news. Did you see that, Chris? They're making it so you can use xCloud with even an Xbox One, a base Xbox One, so you could play like new games released today that are Series X and S only on your Xbox One.
I did not see that. That's
Pretty cool.
That is really good news.
You have to have Game Pass
like-
Ultimate, I think, but it's pretty
I
badass.
do. It seems like that would possibly hurt the sales of.
No.
Well, I guess
Well, I mean,
it's not
it
gonna
might
display
hurt.
in.
For one, you can't buy an Xbox right now because they're sold out, right?
Yeah.
But
No, of
two,
course.
I think their game plan is the subscription, and
Yeah.
if it gets you there, you know what I mean. I don't think it's a bad move at all. Plus, they lose money on the hardware because they sell them for less than it costs to make them.
But I also
Oh,
think
right, yeah.
I think also they'll get money off the Game Pass Ultimate, and it allows more availability for people to game if they can't afford the console. Because it was what $579 or something like that. I
The
can't
Series X is $500
remember. 500.
here. I don't know what it is over there in Squids or whatever you pay for things with. And then the Series S is $300. But the
Crumpets.
Series S is a great console. My wife uses one. It is every time I use it, I'm blown away how good that console is.
I like the Series X. I've seen out the prices.
It's unavailable.
Well,
That's what the price is.
It was £450 for Series X in the UK. But no, I think that's a. I look forward to trying it on the Series X just to play games, especially because it takes forever to download a game. Be nice to stream it, see if you like it, and then download it. But money front, no. I mean, if it's on Game Pass, if you're going by losing money anyway, well, they'll be losing money because it's on Game Pass. So
Yeah, if you want to test drive a game that's a 100 gigabyte download and play it through the cloud first, it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess Forza Horizon 5.
Oh yeah, that looks so good
Ooh,
that I
yeah.
can't, every time I see it, I can't believe it's real. That game looks just stupid good.
Yeah. No, that looks... So I think that was about it. I mean, obviously gutted there's no Starfield. But Dan told me to lower my expectations.
I'd be shocked if Starfield comes out next year even. So have
Don't
those
you
expectations.
dare curse it.
Shocked if it came out in the next 5.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Don't curse it.
It just works.
Well, there was the leaked footage, 3D cities coming into Starfield. That looked nice.
yeah, somebody hacked their YouTube channel and then made public some private videos they had. So then they officially showed them, I think. But
that's
it,
awesome.
it
No,
showed
that'd
off
be good.
several locations. I
So
guess
it's
it looks good. I've intentionally not watched it,
I have.
but does it look good?
It looks really good. But even though it's not a Gamescom, it's worth mentioning because it's Starfield, and Starfield's always worth mentioning. You know, I'm going to be so disappointed if it's crap on release.
It's not gonna be crap. It's gonna be good.
I'll be like so sad. Yeah.
They got that Microsoft money now. You know what I mean? They can take the time to make it what it needs to be. Yeah, I guarantee Psychonauts 2 wouldn't have been as good as it is without the purchase, for sure.
Yeah, I think, well, because they said it was Skyrim in space, it's not going to be the same disaster as Fallout 4.
I really don't think 4 was that bad.
It was awful. So
I mean, comparatively speaking, yeah. I
It was
played all the
short.
way through it a couple times,
It was
and
so
it was stupid short. I beat it
Yeah.
in like a week.
I beat it
And
less than that. It took me, 2 days to do the main quest, and I'm like, is that it?
Really?
Yeah,
2
and I
days.
sided with the Syndicate, and I was doing the side quests as well, and I'm like, is that it? That's not a proper Bethesda game. That's a different topic.
I was extremely disappointed by the length of that.
Yeah.
much
That's
like
a
my
bit.
girlfriend
That's what
tells
she
me.
said.
I think the longest quest line was the Minutemen, and that was it.
Yeah,
That's what she said.
that was a good one. Oh, that was horrible.
Brady.
She called me a Minuteman as well.
Well, I didn't watch it. I read highlights that were organized, I think, from Windows Central's where I read them. And I'm trying to remember key stuff. We finally got a release date for Halo Infinite, which unfortunately is December 8th, which gives me some concern because there's a limited edition custom, and it's their first custom Series X console, like a Halo-themed one with the 20th anniversary on it. Really cool. 30 minutes after it went live, I finally got home from work and tried to pre-order it, and it was already sold out, so that sucks. But if you want one, Scalper's got them online for thousands of dollars. And then they also made a custom limited edition Elite Series 2 controller, but I already have an Elite Series 2, so I'm going to skip on that. I probably could have got one of those, but I kind of wanted the console. Definitely didn't need it, but as an impulse buy, I did try to pull the trigger on one.
I did as well on the Microsoft Store, and I couldn't get it. And then I tried Game, I couldn't get it, and I'm like, I could go to a store and pre-order it. Do I need this? No.
No, I definitely didn't need it, and I guess it makes like some Halo boot sounds and stuff when you turn it on and whatnot, and it is cool looking.
That's the
but
reason why I wanted it, was for the boot sounds.
I don't know. I'd probably get tired of it. But if you do want a little Halo in your console, the custom backgrounds, the animated backgrounds and stuff, they've got a Halo Infinite one now. So if you go into your settings, you can apply that. It's the same thing. Anyway, that comes out November 15th with the controller, and then the game has been pushed to December 8th. But 8 on its side is Infinity, so Halo Infinite. But really what's happening is it's just coming in. It's coming in as hot as a game can come in and still land. So I have adjusted my expectations. I still think it's going to be a good game. I hate that it doesn't have co-op at launch for the campaign, because to me that is a core experience. And they're like, well, it's, based on the fact it's a game as service now, we can adjust some of what you would consider necessary launch features, because those can be added later, like co-op gets added in 3 months. And I'm bummed by it. And there's people defending the moves like, oh, well, it's going to be great, and you guys entitled gamers, etc., and so on. But damn, it's 6 years of development at least, and all the money and time. And if you look back at the release of Halo games in the past, this has been a very long development cycle. And yes, I know they built an engine, but so December 8th, I think I'm bummed it's that far out, but whatever it takes, if they got to delay it into next year, just so long as they don't ship it until they feel like it's ready. And my concern is that it's coming in hot. So, still excited for it, but I am adjusting expectations so I'm not let down. Forza Horizon 5, sorry, that does look amazing, and that's kind of crept up the list, probably my most anticipated game coming out at the end of the year here. I was like, Halo's still my favorite, but like I said, I've adjusted my expectations. Forza looks so good, I can't even believe it's real. Like that studio, whatever they're doing over there, they've got some crazy talent and technology, and what they're able to do with Forza Horizon 5 has me really excited for what they're going to do with Fable. So, pretty exciting. Let's see, was there any other news worth talking about? So we covered Cloud.
Well, I was going to say, we got a shout out to Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker, just for Dan, because I know he loves his Lego games.
Speaking of Dan, he's, I think, probably most stoked about that Marvel-based XCOM-esque game, right? That, what is it, Firaxis is making?
Oh, so, the Marvel's Midnight Suns.
I don't remember what it was called because it's Marvel.
Yeah, it's a beloved XCOM reboot series out in March 22.
Did you call it a reboot? It's not a reboot. It's a completely different universe.
It says reboot on this article.
I will not give you this one. You can call this Saints Row a reboot. Nah, I don't know, but this is definitely not a reboot. This is a new game that's turn-based, tactical.
But yeah, we need to mention that. And probably Dan will like the Gunk. It looks like his sort of game as well.
that looks really good, actually. Because I always thought Mario Sunshine was underrated, real bad, underrated. And the Gunk kind of has some of those vibes to me. And every time I see that game, I think I'm going to love that game. That game looks great to me. That's coming out sometime in December as well. I don't know exactly when. What else did they cover?
I'm not familiar with Gunk. I didn't see any of Gamescom because I was working.
Yeah, check out the Gunk. It looks pretty cool. And I know Mario Sunshine that's a leap because there's this Gunk you're cleaning up, right? But it's not exactly Mario Sunshine. But I think it looks super cool. And every time I see it, like the demos and the trailers that they're bringing forward are really well done. And just kind of gives me confidence that the game is also going to be good. But I think it's coming to Game Pass as well, so I'm stoked.
Yeah, no, it looks like a good game. But I think that was one of the ones Dan were talking about.
You know, it's kind of a travesty that one of the world's biggest Halo fans couldn't get a hold of one of those consoles.
Do you know what? What's a travesty? Someone with a Halo tattoo not be able to play the infinite bloody...
Because they don't care about your tattoo. They know it means you're a hooligan.
A hooligan? Or maybe because you had the tattoo, they didn't figure you needed to test it. You were going to get it anyway.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
He's already got a Halo tattoo. What else could we do for him?
Just give him a console.
You got a free console. Stephan did.
I did.
What was it? Witcher 3? That is
Witcher
awesome.
3, yeah, there was 2 released. One was in America, one in Europe, and I won the Europe one by retweeting a tweet.
I've never won anything. No, it's not true. Once in elementary school, once at the beginning of the day, there was a drawing, every name of everybody in the class, and I was in that school for 4 years, I think, before I finally got drawn. And I went down there, I'm like, yes, I finally won. I get to see what this is all about. And I got some crappy dog tags or something. I don't even know.
Well, I won some hats as well from EA, some Star Wars hats by retweeting a tweet.
You know what?
That's the last time I won anything.
I completely forgot. Like, the Sims came out, 99, right? The first one, 99, 2000?
Quite old, yeah.
Yeah, I bought it launch day. Didn't think anything about it. I just installed it, and I must have registered it because, like, a couple weeks later, I get a random package from Maxis, like a Maxis beach towel, and I don't remember what else. I still have the beach towel somewhere, I think. I don't remember what else came with it, but it was like the beach towel and 3 other items, and they were nice. And I was like, what the hell happened? I was so confused. Because I didn't even know there was a giveaway.
What I might do is see if Dan wants to do his own recording about Gamescom.
Splice it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then introduce it had Dane record this separately. That'd be cool.
Let's not cater to Dan.
No, he was really excited about Gamescom.
No,
he was.
We're so sorry you had to go enjoy the countryside. Here, let's do this for you. Have our sympathy.
So me. So me.
Hi there, listeners. Hope you're having a lovely week. So sorry I couldn't be with you this week. I found myself miraculously down at the beach this weekend, unfortunately. So, yeah. I thought I'd just record this quickly, just to say a few things I enjoyed from Gamescom. Just to have my say, because these bloody idiots wouldn't be nothing without me. So, I've got 3 things I was excited by. So, my top excitement, the thing I was most excited by was Marvel's Midnight Suns from Firaxis Games. It's a tactical RPG, and I've seen some gameplay of it now. I do want to see more, obviously. It's not usually my jam, deck building games. But it kind of reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Games with, elements of XCOM and obviously the Marvel license. So, yeah, I'll check that out and probably will buy it. Also, this week at Gamescom, we got the announcement that Halo Infinite is coming on December 8th. Looking forward to that, even if, it's technically an incomplete game at launch. Like I usually play the campaign on my own anyway, so I'll get my fill from that. And Saints Row. Saints Row looks pretty good. I know it's been getting a lot of flack from the internet about it going woke or whatever. I'm reserving judgment. I want to play it. I'm going to pick it up. It looks like a lot of fun. And yeah, that's all from me this week, guys. You only get graced with my voice a little bit this week. I'll be back again next week, but until then, have a lovely week. And yeah, back to these bozos.
Stephan, you got a Razer Kishi. How's your experience with it?
I really like it. I know Grady reviewed it when he first got it, and to me it feels like playing with the Switch, but much lighter. I don't mind too much with the controls. Obviously, the trigger buttons aren't as great as an Xbox controller, but from my experience, it makes a decent controller. Because I got 2 devices to play xCloud on, one to plug into my controller, another one which I wanted a bit more portable. There was hardly any latency problems with it, which I thought might have from what Grady said. But there wasn't.
I didn't really complain about the latency too much. It was the I really don't like the feel of the control and the way it fits my hands. I kind of have to I have to kind of choke up on it to get to the right stick. I think it's because I got
small hands, so it's more comfortable in the hands. I think if you've got large hands, it's definitely not suited. But one thing which I didn't realise is you can charge your phone whilst the Kishi's plugged into it. Which
yeah,
I was
that's
like,
nice.
But my phone got so hot, like using xCloud on it. But the annoying thing is it's not designed... If you use a phone case, you have to take the phone case off to fit in the Kishi. Yes. And it's... Another thing was, because I've got an iPhone 12, and so I've got the Kishi for the iPhone. I don't know what iPhone sizes it can fit. Because I don't know if it's going to fit the Pro or the Pro Max. But yeah, I've got no complaints with it. It played nicely. It interacted well with the xCloud. My only issue, which I mentioned earlier, was latency within the game. So I was pressing buttons and then there was a delay, but I think that's more related to my internet rather than and I know xCloud is on the beta for Apple. But yeah, I've got no complaints. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, and I do enjoy using mine too.
And it collapses down so small as well, so it's properly portable. And it feels like good material. It doesn't feel cheap, which is another advantage. But the thing I think is what annoys me a bit is in order to pull it out, you have to pull 2 clips down, and that's quite difficult at times. Like, because you have to pull them down at the same time, then expand it. I don't know if you found the same with your Kishi.
Yeah. So I like it. My only real complaint was that it doesn't feel as good in the hand as an Xbox controller, but then I guess I shouldn't expect it to. It's not going to be the same without Dan to take us home.
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Oh, yes!
Yes! That's how we do it.
Yes!
That's how we do it.
So
that's been a good episode this week. A lot of fun, nice news and such. Dan, take us home.
Hello, I did show up from the Irish countryside just to say goodbye. So, this is Dan, and I'd like to say, carry on gaming, you sexy sons of bitches.
And check us out on Facebook, Spotify, Twitter, YouTube's, everywhere podcasts are sold.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
That's right. I'm off now to find some leprechauns.
I saw it was like a 6-course Irish meal. It was something. It was like 5 pints and a potato. Is that allowed to come on there? Is that racist?